Now that we've built the form and changed the text properties of several controls, we need to rename the various controls so that they can be programmed. Well, we wouldn't have to rename them, but this would violate every standard that anybody's ever dreamed up for Visual Basic. First of all, let's change the name of the form itself. I'm going to click on the form, slide up to the top, and click on the name property. Forms start with the three letters FRM. I can use something short like FRM area rec. Notice that the A in area is uppercase and the R in rec is uppercase. I could spell it out, area rectangle. It just needs to be something that's changed. Now, thinking about the processing that's going to happen, I've got an input of a base, an input of a height, and I want to create an area of base times height. I'm going to need to program then the inputs, the output, and the three buttons. So those 6 other items need to be renamed. Your book and I have a philosophical difference in that they would also name the labels that contain the literals, base, height, and area. I don't feel that you need to unless you're doing something programming-wise. Let's take the first one. The name for the text box for base should be txt base. The name for the height box should be txt height. The name for the area label should be lbl area. The name for the calculate button should be btn calc. Notice that I'm not going to spell out calculate. There's nothing magic about these names. I could call this btn goofy if I wanted to. Not good form again, would not get you full credit for the program. The name of the item should be something that you can relate to when you're reading the program. In this case, to use btn calc as opposed to btn calculate is insignificant. Both of those would be correct. For btn clear, again notice the uppercase C for clear after the lowercase btn. btn exit. We are now finished renaming the various controls in the form. Let's actually run this once so you can see how it's going to come up when you compile it. The little triangle button, they call it start debugging. Hey, it looks like the run button on a DVD player to me. We're going to run our program. It actually compiles it to make sure everything works, and we can see how it would show up. You can see that there's base, height, area is blank. All those 8s don't show up, but we have our calculate, clear, and exit buttons. To actually test it, we can hit the red X to close it, and it reverts back to the design window. End of this session.